see your face, I'm losing myself. I wanna face it, I wanna break free. I'm getting weak when I feel your hand on my cheek. I feel it in my bones that we just don't belong together anymore.
Hello. Hello. The gate is opened. The gate has opened. I'm debating between programming and games, and I think I was just gonna go with games. What game am I gonna play? Shall we Roblox or shall we Stardew Valley? What shall we do? Hold on. Stardew. Should we do a demo instead? Let's do a demo. We're doing a demo. Let me decide which demo I want to do. Okay, I found the demo I want to do. Okay. I got the demo. We're pausing. Oh, it's still Stardew. It's Stardew. No, I don't want Stardew. Raven, what are you doing?
Trying to flip the pages to see what's on the next page.
Apparently. Not even faced.
I know what she's trying to find. What are you calling about? Yes, what? You know she's gonna come back here and smack you. Yeah. I told you, get over here. Get over here on this side. There you go. There you go. You know me better. You know better to take her spot. You do it every time. The second she gets up, you jump right up on her spot.
'Cause it's warm.
What? I said never mind. You want me to say it?
Yes.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
You telling me your mother got a hot ass? You said you wanted
I know. I know. I made my bed. I'm gonna sleep in it. I'm fine. Damn. Walked right into that one. Should have guessed. Oh, I like that color purple. I'm waiting for the game to load. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Beam 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 beam. Why is it not loading? The hell? The hell? Help. It's taking forever to load. Will my computer be able to handle it? Hiccups. If this doesn't load within the next 2 minutes, we're just gonna move on to coding assignment instead. Or maybe another demo, like Dreambound. It has 1 minute left to load. What the fuck is going on, Steam? Is it updating or what? No. Apparently multiple updates want to install. Starting game. Dudes. I'm invincible. Is it invincible or invisible? Invisible. Fucking... I have a date with death. Pictures is my background, and it is absolutely just killing me right now. I have the second ending. Ugh. Did I repost that on Twitter? I really want to know if I reposted that. Shit. I'm fine. Oh, there's a Grimmy week going on right now. Idols? Alien stage? Guess we're an MC too. Fuck. I'm not saying. I'm actually in pain from that. Only a little over a month until new A Date with Death days. Oh, dudes. I'm trying to find it. Did I repost it? I don't know if I did. Oshinoko fucking AU with Grimmy. They can fix me. I just met them today. I gotta chill. So I guess day 1 was a red string of fate. Day 3 is Idle AU. Where's day 2? Day 2 is body swap. Day 2 cosplay, day 2 body swap, day 2 blindfolds. Hold on, I feel like I am. I don't think I reposted it. Oh, I did. Oh, it's the don't let anyone ruin your day. It's your day. Ruin it yourself by playing ending 2. Dudes, why is the game still not loaded? It keeps on saying it's going to load, but it's not loading. I'm fine, I swear. Fine, might as well just up fucking date, man. 7 seconds remaining. 6, 4, 3. You just completely bypassed 5. Ah, yay. Imagine it says 10 seconds remaining, and then it's just like, nah, we're skipping 9, 8, 7, 6. It's just 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Everything else is installing quite quickly. How many update? It just said 15 minutes and then it went down to 0 seconds. The hell was that? Steam, please. Dude, I'm dead. Okay, you know what? Wait a minute, I actually. Oh. Never mind, I think I know what we're going to do. It's 15 gigabytes. No, I read that wrong. It's 1 gigabyte. Okay, we're gonna play a different fucking one then, huh? Oh, that has more installations, never mind. What is until then? Otome? Otome. I think it's an otome. I'm visiting store page. Fateful meeting sets off a chain reaction of pending Mark's life. Markiplier? People despair, memories prove unreliable. Uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. It said I played Sky Children of the Light for the first time today, and it's not even uploaded. Last played today, playtime 1 minute. It's been open for 1 minute. It's not opening. I don't want to play games. Oh, and I play gone. We're not getting DMCA'd today. Nuh-uh, we ain't getting DMCA'd. Ooh, I'm cold. Symbolism Part 2, Long Night, you wanna send me an angel. Hey, Janji. What do you... You know what? We're just gonna play Dreambound demo. What the fuck is this? Sees my horse to the right. I'm getting stronger, step by step. No time for regrets. I should get the rest of the day with tasks and achievements. Maybe. Why did Dreambound up? I hate Steam so much. Yep. I hate Steam. I hate Steam. Like, dudes. Anyway, this is what I'm seeing. This is more interactive. This is more interactive than a day with death. What the shit? Rollback. Disable. Skip. Huh? Is there... I think this is copyright music. I'm not sure. I mean, we can turn it up a little bit. Extra. Yeah, I think this is copyright music. Maybe. Item, artist, lead, animator, lyric, translator, lead, singer, background artist, background character artist, developers, Caspi and Gapmug also. Oh, it's a 2.5 studio game, but the 2.5 studio has multiple developers, and these two also worked on it with us. I'm not quite sure about Gapmug, but I do know Caspi did. We have no saves. We'll go to title then. No, I don't want to quit the game. Let's begin. It was 2:37 on a Friday. 7:30 p.m. on a Friday. On this specific day, at this specific time, a funeral is being held. Ooh, someone died. He was so young, how unfortunate. There would be many more Fridays, many more days where the clock would tick over to 2:37 p.m. Time would go on, whether one person was here or not. So much talent wasted. What did it mean to be alive? And what did it mean to be dead? His family must be devastated. What did it mean to exist? And when would the extent... It's the word that I always have trouble with. Existential dread finally... When would the existential dread... Existential. There we go. When would the existential dread finally cease? A boy with brown hair sat in the corner alone. To him, that coffin looked much too small. To him... It repeated twice? Hello? No, it never. I'm just stupid. Much too small to hold a soul so large. Much too small to contain an entire existence with all of its history. Noah. Tomorrow, everyone else will go on living. Tomorrow, everyone else will forget. And if not tomorrow, then the next day. One day, everyone forgets. The brown-haired boy held tight to his chest. He would not forget. But even he could not convince himself of these words. How easy it was to spout platitudes while someone lay dead 10 feet away. That's dark. I'm sorry. It was 2:37 on a Friday. It was 2:37 p.m. on a Friday, and on this Friday, a funeral is being held for two. Wait, what? That was a twist? The shit? Oh. I'm vibing. Damn. Holy fuck. Oh, dudes. This is great. All of the effects are making me nauseous. Noah! August. Ooh. Ivan, I love him. So stoic, I love it. I like Ivan. And Kane? Crow. Oh. Oh. I like Crow. I like Ivan though. And totally not because he shares another name with an alien stage character. Gabmag and Caspi scenario. So I suppose Gabmag and Caspi are the scenario leaders. Cathar, Cath Aersis? Alone within his prison. No, but I wanna. It was 2:37 p.m. on a Friday, and this Friday a funeral is being held for 2. The shit is that type of fucking twist. Alone, confined within his prison, the man sits, his back slouched, and his arm raised. In his hand, a paintbrush. A weapon in his eyes, perhaps, a tool. From it, life should flourish into every corner of a world part. Imagery, part very much real. Waves crash onto the white shores. The night sky reflects back on itself. Sea of stars amidst the swallowing currents. I can't read. All is calm, yet not. But as it were, though that world didn't exist, couldn't exist, it would never exist. It could not be created by this hand. The man holds his paintbrush up to the empty canvas blank, like many of the rest. Is it day, or is it night? He does not know. Light doesn't belong in a place like this, after all. It has never belonged. He closes his eyes, waiting for it to appear. Something. Anything. A vision, a masterpiece, a muse, an apparition that would inspire his creativity. Anything at all. But nothing comes to him. Nothing comes without fail, without exception. Every stroke he laid against that impossibly bright white canvas was like a stain on his soul, a dirty mark that should have been pristine. By his hand, all he could create was loneliness. Nothing belongs. Nothing would ever belong again, for he was broken. Time moves like this unfailingly. An eternity passes, or what feels like it, as the clock slowly ticks away. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Never ending. But what is time to someone with no time left to give? His hand shakes. He cannot force it to paint, yet he cannot set his hand down either. Behind his closed eyes, he wards off the tiredness he can feel at the edge of his consciousness. Perhaps a dream would help him to paint. Perhaps if he simply allowed himself to be carried away in that star-filled ocean, inspiration would strike. Or perhaps it would take him away from this world and finally bring him peace. He opened his eyes, denying the very thought. What was that? Yet he opened his eyes, denying that very thought. Anything but that. Anything but a dream. Was it fear? Hate? Disgust? No, it was more. Much more. This was no base emotion. This was something far more deep, far more sinister. The minds of men were warped beyond recognition. Their being had become wholly evil. During the day, they wore masks to hide their intentions, but during the night, inside their dreams, the masks would fall. What was once pure and bright was now corrupt beyond repair.
You made me get back!
Noah, you need to stop this at once. You can't live off this, whatever these scribbles are meant to be. Imagine what people would say about me, about us. Why can't you be more like your brother? It's about time you grew up. You're not a kid anymore. Go throw all of your stupid little books out already and give this up. No, this is all I have. All I have left. This is all his fault. Look what he's done to our son. Please, I need something. Just one more thing. Let me have just one. A letter laid at rest on the table and opened. He lacked the courage to open it, too scared to read the words that would shape his life. His fingers, trembling, came up closer until the feel of the textured envelope brushed against his fingertips. It felt like life. It felt like future. It felt like the future. It felt like the one thing that could pull him out of the deep pit he'd found himself in, slowly being buried alive. He opened the envelope in one fell swoop. Words spread out across the page, perfectly ordered. He suddenly felt as if he lost the ability to read. In that dim light, he tried anyway. Dear Noah, it is with great pleasure that I inform you that you have been selected to receive the Copper Cove University of Art Excellence Scholarship. Each year, only one student is chosen statewide to receive this scholarship through a process of portfolio presentations, interviews, and recommendations from prior instructors. The Copper Cove Academy of Art Excellence Scholarship provides full tuition for your years at our school. Please note that the students with this scholarship must be enrolled full-time and maintain a 3.5 grade point average, or GPA, to continue to receive their scholarship. Once again, I congratulate you on your selection. For this great honor, we look forward to seeing you on campus. In front of his eyes, the letter turned to dust, floating away on the wind into that imaginary world. Memories of the past aimed towards him like daggers. They pierced his flesh, but that didn't matter anymore. He was used to it. In fact, he sometimes wondered if he enjoyed it now. What? In fact, he sometimes wondered if he enjoyed it now. The pain spread throughout his body, but at least he could finally feel something. It's 9 o'clock. His paintbrush, still tinged with color, stayed motionless against the canvas. Resisting the urge to yawn, he rubbed at his eyes with his bare hand. He looked so tired, though. A ringing sounded through the darkness, echoing through the soulless house. No one was around to pick it up. No one except... Go away. It kept ringing and ringing, then ringing some more. Then it stopped, until it began again. Go away. Noah clutched at his head, the ache only made worse by the constant sound that pierced his ears. He wanted to ignore it. More than anything, he didn't want to answer the phone. But the caller was stubborn, and Noah was easily irritated. He stood from his stool, dropping the paintbrush to the ground. It clacked against the wooden floor, paint flying across the planks. Just more added to the already growing collection. At this point, more paint was splattered over his house than there was on any canvas. Slowly, each step deliberate, he walked towards the phone. The model was old. The same one he'd had since he was a teenager. Shit. Double-clicked. I double-clicked by accident. He looked at the number on the illuminated screen, but didn't recognize it. Still, the ringing continued. I should just turn this stupid fucking thing off. He stared at the screen, the light burning his eyes, and for some reason, he picked it up. Noah, is that you? What do you want? How did you get this number? It's me, your dad. Can we talk? I answered the phone, didn't I? What do you want? Please, it's been so long. What do you want? Your mother has just passed away. Please. Come to the funeral, at least. Noah removed the phone from his ears and slid his finger along the screen. It went silent. The other person never to know what happened. Without a second thought, he switched the phone off and dropped it into the rubbish. So she's dead. His voice lacked any emotion. Whether this fact made him happy or sad, no one would be able to tell. He walked back towards his easel? Easel? I don't know. On it, a still blank canvas waiting to be brought to life. He threw it to the ground in a heap with the rest of the abandoned masterpieces before sending his foot crashing down towards them, breaking them in half. One after the another, he smashed them into pieces soundlessly. Not a word or a cry escaped his lips. Only a silent fury. Not at his mother's passing, only aimed towards himself. Finished, but not feeling any more fulfilled, he dropped to the ground and curled into a ball. His eyelids felt heavier and heavier until finally he found sleep. And this is where the magic begins. But even sleep wasn't so restful. I knew that was going to happen. Noah awoke to the sound of a key turning in a door, then the same door opening slowly. Footsteps started off slow before they sped up, coming directly towards him. But he didn't flinch or turn to look at who it was. If someone wants to kill me, let them. If they want to steal any of this shit, go for it. I don't care anymore. I don't care, so just let me die. Hey, it's Kane! Noah, what are you doing on the ground? Are you okay? Noah should have realized who it was, and yet he somehow felt disappointed. Would have been better if it was someone here to kill me already. Go away, I'm resting. You have a perfectly good bedroom, one room over. Come on, let me help you to bed. I don't want to, just leave already. Let me at least get you some water, come on. Ken extended his hand to Noah, who stared back at it blankly. Ken was the same as he'd always been, kind, dependable, hardworking, charismatic, funny, popular. Everything he wasn't. With a sigh, he took Kane's hand and let himself be guided towards a seat. He fished out a bottle of water from his bag, obviously brought in preparation for the visit. Must be nice living the kind of life where you buy bottled water. Noah took a sip, feeling the coolness make his throat hurt just a little bit less. Must have been a while since I last drank anything. I didn't notice. Noah. I gave you that spare key for emergencies, you know. I'd say this counts as an emergency, wouldn't you? No, this has to stop. You need to get some help. Get outside. I don't know, just... Things need to change. You can't keep living like this. Noah angrily pulled away from Kane, a frown settling on his brow. No, nothing has to change. I'm fine the way I am. I didn't ask for your help, so stop buying into my life. Bleh? Did I fuck that up? I think I fucked that up. Hold on. So stop butting into my life, not buying into my life. The shit? Haha. You didn't need to. Look, this isn't like you. You didn't used to be like this, you know? He wouldn't want this for you either. You know that. Shut up. Don't bring him up. He was my best friend too. I'm allowed to talk about him. And I'm certain this isn't what he wants you to do. A silence spread out between them, as both looked away from each other, searching for what to say. Between them was a gap that didn't used to be there, once upon a time. How's your painting going? What does it look like to you? Noah shrugged, then continued when Kane stayed silent. I should just give up. There's no point anymore. I double-clicked, motherfucker! I can't paint. I'm just wasting my time. Of course you can. I've seen you paint before. I know what you're capable of. Then why? Look around you. Why can't I do it anymore? It's too late. Everything feels dirty. There's nothing worth capturing left. I'm chasing a light that doesn't exist. But look, you have plenty of nice paintings around. Noah looked between them. They marked in his mind, becoming too ugly to even glance at. They're nothing. Less than nothing. This is what the end feels like, I think. Wouldn't it be nice if the world just ended tomorrow? You know, maybe going out and experiencing some new things would help to spark your passion. Meeting someone new. Meeting new people would be good for you. There's no point. I'll die surrounded by my blank canvases, and then finally I'll have my only masterpiece. Noah. As if unsure about what to say, Kane found the remote and turned on the old small TV. A news presenter, dressed impeccably, read out the news with so little emotion you would Wonder if she really cared about the words leaving her mouth. Next up, we have some breaking news from directly on the scene. A number of bodies have been found with strange flower-like markings first believed to be tattoos. Analysts say that no ink, pigment, or burn marks are featured on the victims, which has ground the investigations to a halt until they can find out what these markings mean. Didn't Ivan in the opening scenes have flowers or vines going down his arms? Further proof that true art is found in death. Ugh. Same Kane. With a disgusted sound from deep in Kane's mouth, he switched the TV off as if deciding that silence would be better. I'll ask you one more time, okay? Please, let me help you. I don't want your help. I just want you to leave me alone and to stop coming here. We're friends, Noah. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any friends. I don't deserve any. I don't want the only person left that matters to me to betray me to. Better if you just leave now. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. Hi, baby. Hi, baby kitty. Hi. Hi. Boop. I pooped a little nose. Doop schnoz it. Doop schnoz it. No. Katze. Die Katze. Die Katze. Kawaii. Hello, die Katze. Anyway, I told you to leave, not stay. As if on cue, Kane stood, producing another water bottle from his leather bag. He stepped closer and closer until he stood in front of a potted plant, the only bit of life left in the entire house. He watered it slowly, deep in thought. How do you water a plant slowly? The fuck? Like, the water would go everywhere. It would go everywhere. Make sure you look after this, alright? I can't stop by every day. I am. Good. Finished. Kane walked towards the door and opened it wide. Noah shielded his eyes from the sun. I just want to see you go back to your old self, alright? I want to help you. He doesn't exist. Wow. The music is really hammering home the problem here. My phone glitched. He shut the door with a soft thud. Once again, he was alone. How I prefer to be. Noah stood from his soulless, from his stool and wobbled as the room spun around him. His head still ached, and he could feel a deep hunger in the pit of his stomach. When was the last time I ate? Uneasy on his feet, he slowly found his way into the kitchen. Noah's kitchen was as bare as ever. He had never used it, really. Most of the time he'd order something to be delivered, or better yet, skip eating. His money was limited, and he'd always put his paint supplies over everything else. Noah reached up to open a cupboard, knowing full well it was bare, when he smelled something. Food. His eyes found a container left on his table with a small note. He picked it up. It read, "Enjoy, I'll bring some groceries around soon, Kane." He wondered for a moment whether he should accept it or not, but eventually his stomach went out against his stubbornness, and he sat down at his dining table alone to eat. While he sat, he thought. He really hated it when he thought. How easily he can just come and go when I'm stuck in here like a corpse in a coffin, buried alive. Well, what of it? I don't care anymore. That sunlight I haven't seen for years suits him. It suits him, not me. My friends, my family, they're all fake. Twisted, corrupted. Just like me. Nothing is pure. Nothing. Except. He brought the fork to his lips, slowly nibbling up at the home-cooked food Kane had brought. Still a good cook. He really does have everything going for him these days. Suddenly he froze, a tear crawling over him. His head throbbed, and his stomach lurched. Then he fell. His fork dropped to the table, abandoned. Hey, that's the same sound effect that was in day 3 of the bad ending. Of a date with death. The world spun around him until it disappeared, spinning, filling his body with a dread oh so familiar. He squeezed his eyes shut, begging silently for this to stop. He didn't want to be there. He wanted to be home. But when he peeked out of his tightly shut eyes, his home was long gone. His surroundings were still blurred around him, and his body felt as if it were being ripped in all directions, as if at any moment he would be torn to shreds. But he wasn't, and he knew this feeling well. With a thump that didn't reflect how long he'd been falling, he hit the ground. When he opened his eyes again, he saw darkness all around him. Not a human darkness, but a darkness that was something more. Something sinister, something threatening. A place no one belonged. Noah quickly got to his feet and checked himself over. No injuries. His eyes dotted around the bleak, dark landscape. Did I change? I did not. Okay. Let me change it.
From the encampment fire you had it this whole time? Yeah. We hate that. This is evidence.
His eyes darted around the bleak, dark landscape. Nothing stood out to him. No one awaited him. This isn't what it's usually like. What's going on? He wanted to go home. Please, I just want to go home. But he knew full well what was required of him. His footsteps were slow and careful before speeding up in desperation, searching for the person who could free him from this nightmare. He walked and walked, then walked some more until his feet ached with deep blisters. Yet he still walked, because the alternative wasn't something he wanted to face. Behind him, nothing. In front of him, nothing. If he was walking in circles, he wouldn't have known. His feet ground to a halt when he finally saw something. Or someone. A man, curled up into a ball, sitting in the darkness. Darkness surrounded him, threatening to take over his very essence. The man looked up. His eyes were hollow, filled with sadness. Their eyes locked. My father? Why would I be brought here? How? His mind raced as he tried to come up with any reason, any excuse. The man called out to him, but his words were lost in the shadows, never to be heard. Noah, still frozen, couldn't decide whether he should approach him or run away. His heart yelled at him to run, to put as much distance between them as possible. But his mind saw his only ticket out of here. Before he could make a decision, a dark mist started to roll in from a place unseen. It spiraled and spiraled, twisting and turning until someone stepped out of it. Another person surrounded by shadows. His steps were slow, but not careful. Deliberate, perhaps. With purpose. He approached the curled-up man with heavy steps. Suddenly the man's voice traveled to Noah. Noah, I want my son. Please, give my son back. The shadowy man raised his arm, his hand, what looked like a gun. In his hand, what looked like a gun. Bang. There was no hesitation, no pause. Just a single shot through the head.
It's okay to bring your own Armstrong shields.
The curled-up man dropped to the ground, his body vibrating into the mist. The world shook around them. Mountains of shadows came crashing down. The whole world threatened to seize existence in a mere moment. Noah's eyes darted around, searching for a place to escape to, when he finally looked back towards the man with the gun. And as the world came crashing down around him, he swore that shadowy figure was looking right back at him, too. So there's a lot of metaphors in that.
Plus, more lumber options. Absolutely. So here we have a wide selection of stock and custom cabinets.
An empty, eternal darkness. Why is it darkness? Why is darkness always seen as cold anyway? If anything, Noah felt like he was surrounded by an intense heat. It was too much, too overwhelming. He thought that at any second he'd burst into flames, but nothing happened to him, even if he wished for it. Something soft wrapped around his shoulders, holding him tight. He should have been scared, but instead the pressure felt welcoming. When he opened his eyes again, he was sitting. Noah sat in front of his easel, his hand poised over the canvas. His hands were covered in a splattering of paint. It cracked over his skin, dry already. Already dry. The darkness that surrounded him suddenly felt light after the place he'd escaped. Noah paused in surprise, his eyes glued to the canvas. On it, a painting of pure darkness, a reflection of a dream. How could this be? I wasn't here. At first he wondered how, then why. Before his mind settled on an answer that didn't answer anything. It's perfect. At some point, the brush had dropped from his hand and had landed on the floorboards, just another splatter amongst a sea of color. He couldn't look away. He wouldn't, not when this was everything he'd been waiting for. This is it. Jumping to his feet, he lifted the painting from its place and carefully put it to the side. Who would have thought that which I detest... Yeah. Who would have thought that which I detest would create my finest piece yet? And all it took was a single dream. He sat back on his stool and slumped forward, deep in thought. Do we ever get to see the masterpiece? My dad let me stay up all night playing. You've got to get it. As if my parents would let me skip out on studying to play games. You won the parent lottery. You could just say you're studying and stay over at my place then. Oh man, really? I'm down for that. Ken leant over Noah's desk, talking and laughing as he usually did. Noah sat lazily, kicking his feet against the legs at the desk, and not worried about whether it would annoy anyone else in the room. It was an early morning a few months into semester. Noah had settled into his routine by now walking to school with Kane. Hey, what the fuck did I just read? Noah had settled into his routine by now, walking to school with Kane, chatting until the bell rang, then wasting the day away until he could go home. Of course, there was more to it than that, studying, tutor, pressure from his parents, but all in all, nothing ever shook him up. He was comfortable, but bored. Hey, I heard something interesting. What now? Apparently someone's moving into our class. What? At this time of the year? No, hey, they'd never catch up with the workload. No, for real, my dad said so, and your dad's on the board of directors. Yeah, you say it every time. Do you think it'll be a cute girl? Too cute for you, that's for sure. Ouch, my heart. It's fine, you're the only one I need. Kane flirted his eyelashes, putting on a voice so clean that Noah physically recoiled. Ew, hopefully it's a guy so I can make a new best friend. I think something's wrong with mine. You can try, but who else would be able to put it up with you? Step, step, step. The door opened as Soen walked carefully to the front of the room and behind the desk. Their teacher, Mr. Floyd, stood in front of the classroom before clapping his hands. Ooh, cute though. Alright, take your seats. I have some exciting news today. The class chattered endlessly as the students did as they were told. An excited buzz spread throughout the room.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Clowns.
Hi, Casey. Where you been? You abandoned us for one of those big box stores?
Never. It's been easing up on construction gigs lately. CFDs keep me busy.
Oh, what can I get you?
Well, actually, Chuck was here about that fire the other day over on the Armitage.
Fire.
Somebody used
Sorry, I dazed. What the shit? Okay, the fuck? Okay, we're going back. As some of you may have heard, we have a new student tuning our class today. Tuning? Yep, okay, I know how to English. He just moved here from interstate, so make sure to help him if he gets lost with anything. So, oh boy, guess Kane was wrong about that one. Noah leant his elbows against the desk, resting a hand. What was that? I swear I'm dyslexic. Noah leant his elbows against the desk, resting his head in his hands. For some reason, he didn't find himself all that interested. Anyway, I'll let him introduce himself. You can come in now. A pause. No one opened the door. For a few moments anyway. Slowly the door opened wide and someone stepped in. Noah sat up in his seat, his eyes locked on the boy that entered. And we get to meet August. Blonde hair and deep green eyes. He already blushing. He didn't hesitate any longer. He stepped in front of the class with the brightest smile Noah had ever seen. I feel like I know these intros by heart by now. It's nice to meet you all. My name is August, and I've just moved here with my dad. Actually, we move around every couple of months, so I've been to around 7 schools already. A few students gasped in surprise, hanging on to every word he said. Rather than sounding like a well-rehearsed speech, his words flowed naturally and calmly, without a single nerve to be heard. It certainly did seem like he was used to making such introductions. Still, I hope we'll be staying here a while longer, at least enough time to get to know you all. I guess it's a pretty name. I thought it would be a girl with a name like that. What does your dad do? He's a photographer, so he's always traveling and moving. I had the option of staying behind with my grandparents, but I decided to go with him. Wow, so awesome. I wish I could travel that much. What else to say about me? I like sunsets and long walks on the beach. Therm exploded in laughter, but no, I couldn't even manage a giggle. Something about the boy captivated him, caught his gaze, and held it there. He was afraid if he even moved a muscle, the boy would disappear. And so he stared silently. Alright, enough of the dating app intro. Make sure you all make August welcome. Make sure you all make August feel welcome and show him around later, okay? Go take a seat. There's a spot free over there, next to Noah.
You should have seen it. He just took
Anyway. What is rollback? What is rollback? I really want to know what rollback is. I just don't want to fuck anything up. Noah waved meekly, and August did the same in return before taking his seat. Whatever was said for the rest of the class, Noah didn't know. He twirled his pencil between his fingers, his workbook abandoned. His elbow rested against his desk as he snuck glances towards August's profile. Every now and again, he would shift, making Noah jump and look away. His profile is almost pretty. He continued staring at the boy. Well, not even almost. It is pretty. With that thought in mind, August's eyes finally met Noah's. Noah froze, unsure if he should quickly look away and pretend he hadn't been staring, or if he should just smile and act natural. Eventually, August decided for him. He smiled brightly, tilting his head at the same time. Noah awkwardly smiled back before looking away, his heart racing. You're Noah, right? It's nice to meet you. I hope we can be friends. Oh, I skipped. Fuck. Only a few minutes later, a folded piece of paper slid onto his desk. Noah looked at it in surprise, then back at August, who simply raised a finger to his lips in a shh motion. You're Noah, right? It's nice to meet you. I hope we can be friends. Smiley face. He put a nose in his smiley face. He wrote his return message carefully on the other side, unsure of what exactly to say. Yeah, nice to meet you too, August. Looks like we'll be stuck together this year. Oh, why did I do it too? So lame. When Mr. Floyd turned his back, Noah quickly scrunched up the paper and tossed it towards August, who meticulously flattened out the screwed-up ball and read the message. Done reading, August propped his elbow on his desk and rested his chin in his hand, copying Noah's posture and smiled towards him. Noah's mind went blank, and the rest of the lesson passed in a blur until the bell for lunch suddenly rang. Only when Kane was standing over his desk, waving a hand in front of his face, did he snap out of it. Hello, Earth. Noah, you there? Right, yeah, is it time for break already? Yeah, and Mr. Floyd called on you twice and you didn't say a word. Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine, just feeling a little out of it. Same! What do you think of the new guy? What? Noah's cheek felt a little bit hot at the question. Cheeks.
So, my leg was right in the middle of them somewhere. When to put it back, it's
Why?
gone.
I don't know, just making conversation. He seems nice. Has a nice smell too. Right, well, I guess we should go greet him too. Wanna go over now? He blushing. No, I mean, I'm sure he has a bunch of other people hanging around him right now. Wouldn't want to crowd him. The rest of the classroom was empty. Everyone else had already cleared out, either to eat or chat with friends. August had obviously been pulled around along to have a tour with their other classmates. Yeah, seems like he'll be a little hard to get a hold of later then. Want to go get something to eat? I brought food, so I might just eat here. Whoa, you sharing? Don't be stupid, your lunches are way better than mine. What can I say? I'm something of a chef de cuisine. Chef de cuisine. Cuisine. I tried to summon up my French accent, and it was not working. Noah laughed in response before pulling out his lunchbox. In it, a sandwich and a few other snacks. Compared to the luxurious meal Kane had cooked for himself, it was nothing. Actually, you could just give me some of yours. You know I'm always happy to share with you. Kane gave Noah a warm smile. He might play around, but Noah knew that Kane would probably do anything for him. The door... Hiccup. Excuse me. The door suddenly rattled and opened. Noah pulled his sandwich down and turned, just in time to see someone walk towards him. The boy from earlier. August. How fucking long is one goddamn day? Hold on.
Smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh. Still fresh. Still fresh. Natural balance. So fresh. Still here. Still fresh. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Down the Unstoppable.
With Kim's new spicy rosé chicken flatbread pizza, you can spicy rosé any day. Freshly prepared with rosé sauce, a delicious blend of tomato, cream, and spice. Served hot out of the oven, and topped with slow-cooked seasoned.
Hold on, I'm checking the store page. I really want to know how long one day is. Because otherwise I'm ending here.
Get 2 flatbread pizzas for only $12.
This program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Doctors wouldn't tell me much because I'm not paid.
Oh. Content warning. Mentions of depression, trauma, suicide, and abuse. Dark and depressive themes. Death and murder. So someone gets murdered. Homophobia from minor characters. And flashing imagery. Well, we already knew the flashing imagery. That was in the freaking beginning scene. Oh, I love that. So, features. So, let's do the about. About this game. Alone confined within his prison. Man, hold on. Let me share my screen. First, let's do quick save, settings, preferences, and then we're going to do fucking that, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that, and oh shit, oh god, we'll do that, okay. And then, okay, I can't share Steam page. Why? Fire upon the sky. Huh. I swear I'm not tired. There we go. This is what I'm reading right now. Lorne confronted within his parents, and the man sits, his back slouched and his arm raised, in his hand a paintbrush. A weapon in his eyes, perhaps a tool that could create something from nothing. Waves crash onto the white shores, the night sky reflects back on itself, a sea of stars amidst the swirling currents. All is calm, yet not. But as it were, that world so didn't exist, couldn't exist, it would never exist, it could not be created by his hand. By his hand, all he could create was loneliness. About. When introverted artist Noah finds himself deep within a series of murders, he's forced out of his shell and back into reality, or in his case, back into the dreams of those that wronged him in the past. Surrounded by grief, will Noah be able to move forward and solve the mystery, or will he give in to the demons of his past? A tale of loss and love, the past and the future. In the world of your dreams, will Noah find a way to face reality? Features. 3 romance options. 3 different routes await you in Dreambound, totaling over... Holy motherfucking god, that's a book worth. So 260,000 words. So we have Kane, Crow, and we have Ivan, and I already know I'm going for him. Because why not? Captivating illustrations. With original sprite and CG art by Sinran, you will be pulled right into the story. Are they sitting on a cloud? Gorgeous backgrounds. Backgrounds by the fantastic Annie Bangchu bring the world of Dreambound to life. Print and click escape rooms. Holy fucking shit, hello. Dreambound features a handful of optional escape sections. Will Noah be stuck within a dream? Oh, and then we also have this. Yeah. I don't know who I'm going for. Anyway, we will go do all three of them, but I think I know who I'm going for first. I'm not gonna peek at the achievements.
When I first saw Wisdom to Wait, but after a while I got worried, so
So I love that. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here though. I'm sick of reading. So we're gonna stay right there, and then we're going to do title.
I'm so mad. You didn't say anything. Let me try and help. In the current
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna end. I wanna watch worst pre-made ever, and also read before I have to go to bed for school in the morning. So yeah, I did games. When I first started, I was just like, oh, am I going to do games or my assignment? And I decided games because I'm not feeling like doing coding right now. That I don't want to get fucking annoyed before I gotta go to bed. I'm not going to sleep on time. If that would happen. But yeah, we're going to turn on better music than this shit. Is there any fast-paced songs? There we go. We'll end. So yeah. To anyone who joined or is watching the VOD, thank you so much. But we are going to go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit. My voice was bumpy a lot. Even now it is. I think I'm losing my voice maybe. Possibly. But yeah, I will head off. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your night. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Wait, no, but we'll do that next stream, never mind. I was going to react to the Beyond the Dead teaser trailer, but that will be for next time. Bye 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 bye.